Hello, welcome to the Mindtrek.net game server. This is episode 20 of the Voyager Build. Some minor updates to an report. The cargo bay is all mocked up now, and M. Hiller took some time and he raised the deck above me by 1 and is going around the side of the ship, adjusting and tweaking the hull so that the hull is all smooth looking again, and we're looking pretty good. Not sure how far down he's got here. Oh, well, that's about how far he's gotten. But sooner rather than later, this will all be done. It just pretty much depends on M's amount of time M has available to him now. And he also went through and he labeled a bunch of interesting things for us. I don't think we'll be able to use this dead space here, but because it's actually part of the structure there. But we'll figure something out for it. Probably like equipment lockers or something. But yeah, he's going through here. He'll clean this all up once it's all buttoned up and stuff. But what else? Anyways, let's go over here a little bit and I'll show you a little bit more of the hangar. Cargo bay. Doesn't that look good? That'll look good. But anyways, iPanic and Mad Squirrel have been really busy on the ship. They mocked up stellar or astrometrics. Yeah, astrometrics. As you can see, it's very nicely done in here. There's M. Heller doing his M. Heller thing. He's probably AFK asleep right now. I've been laying out the column work. We have columns throughout the ship for decoration and stuff. And I also got the transporter in here. This hasn't been updated yet. I'll probably work on that. If it's got magenta, that means it needs to be worked on. But yeah, it's been pretty busy. It's pretty scary how much work has actually gotten done. We'll zip along here and work our way up. I did some work on the upper deck here in the cargo bay area with M. Heller's help. We completely revamped this area here. This is the upper cargo bay. I did not like it the way it was. It was just very, very bad use of space. And I started working on fixing some of the detail stuff M. Heller had flagged, and I came across this area here, and I said, we got to fix this, and I started working on it and popped on the server, and he put these nice little cargo lifts or container lifts in. Really good use of space, by the way, and helped us work out. We had more catwalks in here, but they really cluttered the place up, so I went ahead and pulled them out. Actually, in this area, less really sells it a lot better. And then we got our actual like hazardous containment storage areas here in place, and a lot of general cleanup work. We got rid of a lot of blank spots on the ship, a lot of dead space. I put a little patio kind of thing here in case anyone wants to put some windows in it or use it for something. That, or it'll just be like an auxiliary machine room. M also labeled out a bunch of nice stuff. He's got labels on pretty much everything now, which is a big asset. We also have the stairwells in that allow us to go from deck to deck, color-coded red for the secondary hull and gray for the primary hull. And they go up and down all the way. You might have to do a little bit of cross corridor shifting to get to it, but yeah, you should be able to get to it just fine. Again, the transporters and stuff are all in. Let's go ahead and see if we can see some of the other work that Matt has done. Nope, not this deck. Yes, next deck down, I believe. Which means we have to approach it from over here. And then use the stairwell to go back up one deck. There we go. I'm gonna have to check. I think the turbo lift doesn't get off on this deck, but I'm gonna double check it. But anyways, he worked on the security stations, the area. They have the bleachers in. This area hasn't been done yet. He's got the, and you should see what they did with these hollow suites. I'll show you those in a minute, but look at that. Isn't it cool? I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the compass view here. Yep, he's got all this area through here all done. Let's go check out the hollow suite real quick. Yeah, I've been laying core. These are all lined up, by the way. It's real tedious. It's taken me almost a day to do. But anyways, hollow suite with a little pop-up console. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I really like that. It's nice work. Whoa. Oh, I have the compass highlighted. Derp a derp. This is just dead space. I just want to confirm it is dead space for my own giggles and stuff. And this is a computer core. This is why there was no access at this level. It has to be at this level and this level. So right in here is double deck. Anywho, just wanted to sort that out. Let's go up here to deck 2. They have, again, Mad Squirrel and I Panic, and I believe maybe a little bit of the bomb. I don't know. We're in here working in this area here. This is the Neelix Lounge. There's a lot to show you, what they've done. I mean, they have really done a lot. M. Heller, Mad Squirrel, I Panic myself, the bomb. I've been pretty busy on this build, as well as many other builds. It's quite stunning, the amount of work it's been done. Anyways, this of course leads up to the completed, now ready to go deck 1, which is the bridge deck. Yeah, M came through here and he fixed all this, even widened out some of the corridors and stuff so that we'd have more breathing room in here. Look at this. Look at that. Isn't that a lot better than it was? Yeah, it is. That's a heck of a lot better than it was. So, good job, Mim. Good job. Got our little piston doors in and little or little cleanup stuff there in case decom stuff. Even have our little Jeffries tubes and stuff and gangways. So we'll use gangways. They're just so much fun. I've had a couple of issues with windows being in odd places, but I hope I've addressed most of those and can stick to the spirit that M wants to keep going and stuff. So, but yeah, I've got our emergency transporters in. In some areas, I just kind of moved things around so that I could get them to work and fit in. And in other areas, I did what I could. I may have had to move them a little bit here and there, but overall, most of the windows are good to go now as well, as you can see. This is just lineup work here that I was doing, and again, we're back to the cargo bay stuff, but this is an added deck. This is one of the decks we did. I completely reworked this whole front end section here so that I could accommodate the new corridor. Beforehand, it would jog in, then go up, and then jog in again. This looks so much better. I love the fact that we redid this. It just really cleaned up this area quite a bit, made it very Voyager-esque. So, not sure what we're going to do with this inner area here. I was thinking maybe like a small conference room or something like that, or cargo storage or staging. Anyways, let's go back here to the drop down, and I've been in here working on this deck quite a bit today, getting all this stuff in. Again, going through, making sure everything's tweaked in, and this is a phaser strip, and this is part of where the phaser equipment and stuff goes. That's just a marker, so I know that the columns go this way at a 3x3 spacing. We can't really have windows right here because the phaser strip's here. So, it is what it is. Of course, this is the lower section of that bay. Pretty happy with how that bay turned out. Very happy indeed. More quarters. Of course, there's no doors in it yet because I haven't placed the columns. Once the columns are in, I'll know where the doors go. A little bit, we did expand the Jeffries tube system again. So now the Jeffries tubes allow for us to go all the way up to this deck and so on and so forth. And I'm not sure. I thought for sure I could go. Did some other work on these. I'll have to double check my work here, but yeah, something seems a little. Oh, it's forward of us. My bad. I'm actually in the aft room, aft section of the ship. I needed to be in the fore section. I did some work on the forward Jeffries tubes up here. We needed to be able to get access to these forward tubes. So what I did to do that is I moved them over here, and then so you can go up and over, and then up to the upper deck, or over to sick bay, or down over to sick bay. But you can also use it to go down here and enter this room here, which is batteries, and then come back here. Beforehand this was all closed off, and then drop down, and then you have access again to Jeffries tubes all the way to the core line, which is right here, which of course leads back. I'm gonna do that real quick here while I'm thinking about it before I forget to do it. Back out here to this main area here, and I'll show you what I did over here. This is one of those areas where the windows were placed in a spot, in a location that was a little odd. We'll step down into the shuttle thing here, or escape pod. I just put a corridor through here and made a room out of it. Little private observation room, you know, both sides. I readjusted these crew quarters here so that the windows are in line, and so on and so forth. We could put more windows through here, but if we do, I need to know so that I can reposition all the stuff in through here. We can't really change this around because of the windows right here, so that'll stay where it's at. And we're down here. This is a massive work area right here. What I was hoping to do is talk to M about making a change. This area here is labeled as transporter transceiver. This is an awful big area to have for just such a simple system. We have so much more space over here that we can use all the way around the side of the ship. So with any luck, I'll talk him into letting us turn that into like 7 and 9's cargo bay. But or this could be, I think, I don't know, we'll see what this says, hazardous cargo. So yeah, I would love to be able to turn this into that 7 and 9 cargo bay, and on the other side turn it into like a Kess's horticulture lab or whatever she had. Alright, let's buzz outside. There's not much else to see through here. Best to see it from the other side. You get to see it with me, as a matter of fact, because I haven't been down there to look. M's got the ribbing all situated here, so more hull detour work coming once this black line here gets integrated into the hull. Right now it's just there as a placeholder so we can see what needs to be done. Kind of my contribution to helping. And we'll probably reshape all of this right here so that it's not so funky looking. He has a really good eye for that, and he did all the spinal work, so he'll probably want to work on that. They added a new shuttle, so let's go see what they added. Oh, there it is. Neelix's little spacecraft. We have Alice, the Delta Flyer, Neelix's little spacecraft, a Type 11 shuttle, and a whole bunch of these guys down here. And again, you know, a couple of work bays, and there'll be more work bays up in the cargo bay forward of us. So this is a really cool addition to the game, to the build. And I believe this is the bombs Neelix shuttle, which is really, really cool. And it's even been set up so that it can theoretically fit into the cargo bay down here. I don't know where they would put it. I would love to be able to knock this wall out and have a little shuttle parking right here. But I'm not sure what's on the other side of this. Oh, it's part of the corridor up there. But yeah, well, at least part of it. You know, we could mod it somehow. But yeah, that's pretty cool. You see, the hangar is really good to go, and this was a fun build. I worked with iPanic on this, and then Imheller came through and did a lot of fine-tuning and tweaking to it to really like this kind of thing right here. This is all new. Look at that. It's all pushed out now. Beforehand it was flush against the wall, so they pushed that out. Really nicely done. Of course, you know, because if you've watched the previous build-off on episode 19, you know that engineering has pretty much been done. this was a nicely done thing. Mad Squirrel and I Panic knocked it out of the park. And again, M. Heller came through and added a bunch of smaller details like this stuff through here. It really gives it a really good feel through here. I mean, it really does. It feels like engineering, and it just, good feel to it. And of course, again, the gamma bright is off, but it is very bright in here because of the way we're doing the floors and stuff. I still have to rework deck 9B, which is the Aero Shuttle deck, to this new corridor pattern. I haven't run any of the ceiling stuff yet. That'll be the last thing we do. But yeah, you've seen this area here. Earlier today, oh, of course, this is the deflector bay. I was on. We had a work fest last night again. We dinked around on a couple of builds and derped about on a couple of builds. Then everybody went off to bed, and I couldn't sleep, so I decided to come on the server and see what I could do. And I was on for a good 6-7 hours just working on these columns. And then I decided I wanted to work on something a little bit more fun. And I was about halfway through it, and or 3/4 of the way through it, and then DeBomb logged on and helped me finish the torpedo room here. And it is massively complex. This is a work room and a half. We have all the torpedoes. Bomb put all these torpedoes in, all these racks. I used part of Mad Squirrel's design for the torpedo launcher, coupled with my nephew's 6-gun design over here for probes, and DeBomb christened this the hammer. This is the boot. This is the hammer. The hammer fires probes or can be reloaded to rapid-fire torpedoes, but in most cases the torpedoes load through here. And the neat thing is, they also have the upper bay where they can load the compartment, the entire compartment from the outside bay or from the outside hatch. So they can load in, rail them in here, and everything else. The rail system even traverses like it does in the build to this area. And another cool thing is M. Heller came through and he helped us find more room for torpedoes, make sure the torpedoes. Granted, this ship has way more torpedoes than it in physical form than it does on paper. So just keep that in mind. We have like 10 times the amount of torpedoes that the show says the Voyager actually has. And I was just thinking around, and I ended up making this by mistake. And I mean, literally, this is a mistake, but it looks like a gun sight, so we decided to keep it as a targeting scanner. And we might move it around, but I thought it was kind of neat. So, but yeah. And the neat thing is, the system even has cooling coils, so they could fire this thing pretty much non-stop. And it has this whole area up here along the hull for cooling and stuff. We can't really get to it from here because it's all been resealed, but all through here is all cooling and things like that. So very, very cool. Very, very cool indeed. There might be some little bits and bobs down here I haven't addressed yet, but or M. Heller hasn't labeled anything down here yet, but he's been busy working on the Defiant. I'll probably do a build update on the Defiant with Mad's permission. I'd like to have him on when I'm doing it so he can explain what's going on. Of course, M. Heller, DeBomb, I Panic, myself, I've done some more work on the Defiant. I believe it was like a combination of all 4 of us. We finally ended up with a very workable coil system, drive engine system for the Defiant. It was a tough touch and go there for a while, but we finally nailed it down. So, and M got it all implemented, and if I understand, it looks really good. I was over there earlier and they were just buttoning it up, and I gotta say it did very nice work. And this is really nice how they do this, how they put the rail out like that. That is very nicely done. I'll bet you anything Mad Squirrel did that. But yeah, I love how they did that. That's very cool. Very well done, folks. Anyways, I do appreciate you watching. There's a lot more that's been done on the Voyager since episode 19, and it's only been a couple of days. So I'm still in awe of some of the stuff we've pulled off in such a very short amount of time. And you know, it's not just on the Voyager, it's also on the Constellation class, which is iPanic's personal build. And we also have the USS Federation's been imported to the game, to the map, excuse me, as well as a lot of work on the Defiant. Oh, and Matt's been working on the Shuttle Row, so lots and lots of stuff going on the server right now. Anyways, I do appreciate you taking the time to watch, and hope to see you on the server soon. Again, this is the MyTrek.net game server, hosted and owned by mheller3000. And a big thanks to mheller for all that he does for us. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.